Now this question says that Cetina recorded the times in minutes taken to repair 80 car tires. Information about these times is shown in the table. We are now asked to calculate an estimate for the mean time taken to repair each tire. Okay? Now, this takes us to a topic I call mean of grouped and ungrouped data. Okay? Now, what is mean? Mean is the same thing as average. Okay? So, it's the average of a group or set of data. Okay? Now, how do you get that average? If, for example, you are given that the times taken to complete something by a set of people are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. Okay, let's say we're given this set of data. Okay, now if we're asked, this is an ungrouped data, it's not set in any particular group. Okay, you can't say, okay, this is 5 to 10, this is 10 to 20. No, this is an ungrouped data. So if you're given an ungrouped data and you're asked to find the mean, okay, what you just do is summation of the data, sum up all the data divided by number of data, average or mean. Okay, now sum of all the data divided by number of data, that will give you the mean or average. Now to sum this up, we have 5 plus 10 plus 15 plus 20 plus 25 plus 30 plus 35 plus 40 plus 45 plus 50 plus 55 plus 60 plus 65 plus 70 plus 75, all divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, all divided by 15. Okay, now I'm just using this to give an estimate of what an ungrouped data can be. Okay, so we have 5 plus 10 plus 15 plus 20 plus 25 plus 30 plus 35 plus 40 plus 45 plus 50 plus 55 plus 60 plus 65 plus 70 plus 75. We have it as 600. Okay, 600 divided by 15, so that will give you 40. So the mean of this ungrouped data is 40. Okay, now if you're given a question like this, okay, that like the first time we read it, we're told that Cetina recorded the number of times in minutes taken to repair 80 cars, and the information about the cars are shown, and we're asked to calculate the mean. Now this is a grouped data. Okay, it's grouped because we have something saying from greater than 0 to less than 6, less than or equal to 6. T is greater than 6 but less than or equal to 12. T is greater than 12 but less than or equal to 18. It's just grouped. It's in a group. It's not 1 1 1 1. This the way that first one was. Okay, now if you want to calculate the mean of a grouped data like this, now you can't just say maybe the time for one of the times taken to repair this thing was 1 or 2 or 3. Okay, so you won't just you can't use 3 or 2 as the real figure, or as the real time. Okay, so in order not to confuse yourself, we're going to use the medium value as our x. Okay, so you have, this is just an estimate. It's not like it's the main, it's an estimate. So our x here is going to be this plus this divided by 2. Okay, now this plus this divided by 2, this plus this divided by 2. So 0 plus 6 is 6, divided by 2 is 3. Okay, now 12 plus 6 is 18, divided by 2 is 9. Now 18 plus 12 is 30, divided by 2 is 15. Now 18 plus 24 is 42, divided by 2 is 21. Okay, 24 plus 30 is 54, divided by 2 is 27. Okay, now we've gotten all our x values. Now these are the values we use as our x. Okay, now to get our f or fx, that's frequency times this x. Okay, we're going to have this times is this times is this times is. Okay, 3 times 15 is 45. 25 times 9 is 225. Now 15 times 20 is 300. 12 times 21 is 252. And 27 times 8 is 216. Now the reason why we are doing this is because when we want to calculate the mean of a grouped data, okay, the formula we use is sum of all the frequency times x, okay, or the midpoint. X is the midpoint between the grouped data. Okay, so when you sum all of frequency times this midpoint, okay, then you now divide by sum of the frequency. Okay, now it's more like saying adding the whole data together. If we have an ungrouped data, then you divide by the total number. Okay, now the total number of frequency, so summing of all this frequency gives us the total number. Okay, now this x now gives us like a midpoint in between all the numbers. But since frequency means this value, now frequency of 15 and x of 3 means that 3 occurred 15 times. Now 9 means that 25 means that 9 occurred 25 times. Rather 15 means that, or 20 means that 15 occurred 20 times. Now 21 means that 21 occurred 12 times. Okay, now 27 means that 27 occurred 8 times. So for us to get the full value of everything, we have to multiply this by this by this by this. Okay, now when we do it, we have summation of fx. We have to sum everything here. Okay, that's when we get our summation. So we'll have 45 plus 225 plus 300 plus 252 plus 216. We're going to have 1038. Now we're going to sum all our f. Okay, that will be 15 plus 25 plus 20 plus 12 plus 8. It's going to give us 80. So our summation of fx is going to be 1038 divided by 80. Now you have 1038 divided by 80, and that will give us 12.975. 12.975 minutes. Okay, now this is how we calculate summation of grouped data. Once you just understand that these x values, or okay, that from this grouped data, now you need to find the midpoint. Okay, that is this midpoint that you find, that you use as your main values. Okay, no, this is an estimate, so we're working with estimates. So when you use this midpoint, for you to now find a summation of all the numbers, we have to multiply this by this, this by this, this by this, to get all a product of all the numbers. Then to find the total of all the numbers, we add up all this. Okay, it will give us this. Now when we want to find our mean, okay, we have to ensure that we add the whole frequencies, because the whole frequencies represent the number of times all this appeared. Now when we add the whole frequencies, we'll have the total number, okay, being 80. So when we divide it, we'll have our mean. So that's it for mean with grouped and ungrouped data.